Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's Shot O'Clock Podcast. I am DJ Reese Boogie.
Man, he was in the building, baby.
Rob from the neighborhood.
Your girl K in the city.
Marco Polo, a.k.a. Young Cutter. Don't want your mother.
Yeah, boy, I tell y'all,
Sometimes
that
you
boy
do want the
cold.
mother.
That boy got a new line every time he come on here.
Sometimes the mothers do it better.
Hey, man, let's welcome Raw from the neighborhood back, baby. Let's go.
Welcome back,
Welcome back,
Rob.
man. Welcome back, man.
We miss you,
It's
man.
never the same without him, man.
Right.
Rob, you know the views that went down when you went on here.
Now I figured, but I had to take a break, man. I had to take a break. You know, we did the live shooting, and you know, I started getting them hate mails and all that, so I just had to take a break.
There was a lot on you, man.
There's a lot, man. I'm just saying right now to all the young folks out there that's getting into the media and everything like that, man. Just take a dub. Make sure you pray, because there's always somebody got something negative to say, and then also sometimes people can make you feel like you so high that you better than everybody else.
Block out the noise.
God, this dude be sleep on some drugs.
I tell you straight up, baby. If I got to be my only fan, I'll be there. I'm gonna hype myself up every time.
So Rob basically took a mental health day last episode.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Hey,
We
man,
understand.
I was
We
gonna take
understand.
one tonight.
It's much needed.
Much needed.
And you could have took one.
I did. I needed one.
Hey, man, we ain't never tripping, man.
I ain't been
Nah.
asleep.
You good,
A
Kay?
help day, man.
What that nigga say?
A mushroom. I think he on one.
Not for real.
Mark always on
I
something.
thought y'all were talking about something else.
He hallucinating here.
Hey, but look, on this podcast tonight, man, we'll be talking about parenting, child support, how to keep a woman happy. We're going to talk about Jay-Z and the whole not letting this kinfolk borrow some money. And yeah, man, let's go get into it. So I wanted to bring up parenting, man, because I know we got a few parents on the podcast. Right. And for the people that's viewed, I would say if you ain't got no kids, you can't tell nobody how to raise their kids. And we ain't trying to tell nobody how to raise their kids tonight. But I do want to speak on parenting, being that, you know, we got new parents in the building and
Future parents.
Future parents.
Yeah.
We got step parents. We got, you know,
Godparents.
Godparents. We got parents that's in this room. So
Adopted parents.
I just wanted to kind of speak on the new
Foster parents.
foster
Who
parents.
got a foster kid?
I don't know who got the foster kid, but I
There's a
think,
lot of different parents out there.
We're talking about on the show tonight.
Different types of parenting.
so yeah, I wanted to kind of go with, I be seeing the world, man, that's going on with these kids today and how they living through social media, how they beating up these teachers. You know, how we was raised versus how they was raised. I just want to kind of get into the new school versus the old school. What you got, brother?
Oh no, I just want to set this tone straight, though, before they come at y'all two for coming in on parents, but just to let them know, y'all know.
I'm a parent.
And I'm a
Well,
godparent.
yeah, you're a parent, godparent, but we also all worked with
Kids.
Yeah, I work with kids.
Not just regular kids, like bad kids,
At-risk kids.
at risk, high risk kids.
Delinquent motherfucker.
Delinquent.
So at the end of the day, we probably some of your most wise counseling, because we can tell your kid what not to do.
Do y'all think it's still a village though?
No.
You know how back in the Gap, you know, if you was outside the neighborhood playing, everybody watching out for your kid. If your kid doing wrong, they telling them, chill out, man, you can't do that. Do y'all think the new parents are open and accepting to that these days?
I say no.
Absolutely not.
And I say, man, just being in my field and my old field and all that, you don't want everybody watching your kid either. Saying this to take a village to raise your kid, you don't want all that. Because I heard a lot of horror stories about sick ass uncles and aunties and shit. So you really don't want all those people watching your kids. So having a village to raise your kid is not that bad.
Well, I think.
No, you got it.
I think more so too is not even just about having people keep your kids. I think it's just a mindset of having a village. When we say a village, we think of it as like, you know, a neighborhood, like where we live at. There's some boys that live across the street.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, I'm outside on the phone. They playing basketball. The basketball rolling the street. They don't look both ways. They just dash out, and the car literally stopped, about to hit them.
Mm-hmm.
So I yell, "Boy, did you look both ways? Like, what are you doing? You about to get hit?" But the neighbor looking like, I ain't saying shit. Like, that motherfucker get hit.
The mama probably come trip on you. Don't yell at my kid.
I had to stop and think to myself because I was aggressive. Like, you know, like it was one of my nephew or kids, like how we were growing up. Like,
wrong.
Hey, bro, don't cross the street like that. The car was about to hit him. But my neighbor next to us, he was just looking like, I seen this shit, but they ain't gonna come over here with no shit. So mentally, it's scary to be a village. I don't think it's not that it's not a village. People don't want to be a village.
Right. What do you think it was lost though? Because you know,
I think it was lost when the laws started changing. And the laws started changing. Well, first of all, you can't hit your own kids, let alone somebody else hit them. And then when people got younger and started having babies, and they became
friends
instead of babies, they was
They became
friends.
Friends
That's my
with their
little sister,
kids.
my little brother, but it's really your kid.
Right.
And now, like, you don't want nobody to say because you don't know no better. And your mama don't want nothing to do with the baby because she tried to keep you from having a baby at your age, but you didn't listen. Now, you turned against your mama, so she ain't teaching you how to slap your kid in when the kid do something wrong, or if the uncle say something to the kid, it's okay. But the kids start having kids,
Right.
and the laws start changing. It's when it went.
Yeah.
But I don't
when it
really
goes
think
out.
that's the case because the olden days, I think now people don't have kids young. That was back when we were younger. Kids
Right,
having
but
kids.
but so our generation is what changed the culture. We started having the kids young, and
I think
it was like we didn't want to take care of them, so we started letting mom and them take care of granny and them, and it was just like it was nothing. They
Okay.
became
You
our
said you don't
friends.
think this generation having kids young?
no, the girls not having babies no more like that.
Not like they
nigga,
was
when we were-
they ain't, they
Yes, they
going to
are.
get on birth. No,
Yes, they are. That's why I
girls
say
do
you gotta
not
be in
want
the
to have
field.
kids
The field
young
we
no more.
work in is a lot of young parents
Well,
that's
it's a lot
out there.
of
Their
young
kids
parents,
are in
yo.
juvenile detention.
Yeah.
Really? See, so guess maybe from what I see in my experience or being out and about, girls now want to be niggas standing on the tables. They want to be in the sections. They want to party and drink.
Yeah, they all got a
They
kid.
out. They not trying to get
But-
stuck with no baby
But
no
nah, they
more.
got a kid, but I'm tell you what's going on. They got a kid. The grandmama raising the kid. You can't tell they got a kid because they getting them fucking BBLs.
The grandmas ain't raising kids no more because the grandmas at brunch. So it's not young mothers like that no more.
Grandma's still raising that kid.
Where you see grandmas at any now?
Okay,
grandmas is in 50-15 with us, bro.
I see a lot of young mothers. I don't know. I might maybe
Really?
myself. It's a lot of young
Well,
mothers.
yeah,
I never
I
knew
know a
that.
young mother who just shipped her baby off to her mama. So the grandma takes
Grandmama being grandma.
She say she couldn't.
Wow,
even though
I didn't know that. This is I'm
and
learning
she
something.
young, but her mama may be young, but
And that's
she
just-
sent
and
it
that's
to
a-
grandma.
It was a girl, one of the students of mine, man. I asked what you did for your 17th birthday. She said I went to Parker's. You know, that's the hookah lounge.
Right.
And I'm like, I had to test my brothers. I'm like testing people. I'm like, is that weird or I'm being too strict?
No,
Because
that's too
that go back
grown.
to go back to you being young. I said, who you went with? I went with my mom, my brother. I'm like, y'all went to a hookah lounge. That's where your mom taking you,
Man.
So that's why I say
That's
the mom
crazy.
is
I don't
being
even know.
young.
I don't even know
They're
if
young, yeah.
they didn't open up like the address and grooves, man, to where you could bring your kids in there to have a birthday parties for brunch. Like, so parents are taking their kids in a
Hell
club
nah.
environment,
Yeah,
giving them
dude.
I
money,
seen somebody
giving
okay.
them money, having them in a section, like they having a section in an address with the
Right.
kids for brunch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's too much.
Well, I would say this about that. I know I used to go to team parties. I'm not too far removed from them, just by a little bit, but not too far. But
You
now
got-
I know like them team parties, man, they start getting dangerous and shot up and all that. So if you go to grooves early and you get your kids, you know, they have like you go to grooves early and they bring their friends to like a birthday party. It's kind of like renting an event hall.
It's not kind of like Rennie Hall.
It is kinda
Your
like-
kids should not be
Early-
partying.
Well, they
Your
still in
kids
there
should
with
be
the
bar
if
there. It
it's
should be a
adults,
bar.
right? If there's
If
an
your kid is
adult
turning 16 or
environment,
17.
other adults in here.
No, but they got a street where you can't they can't get liquor. I've been to clubs when I was like 16 that had
with your
liquor.
parent.
No,
with
your
your
parent?
parent though.
With my parent?
Yeah,
Nah, not with
that's
my
what we
parents.
saying. We
But
they
I ain't
went-
saying,
they
but
went
I'm
with
not
their
some
parents.
parents
Right.
like this world's so sick and dark outside. It's okay to be your kid friend and know everything they fucking doing. You want to smoke weed? I can't stop you from smoking weed. But guess what? You got this fentanyl and all that shit out there. If you gonna smoke weed, not smoke weed.
Smoking
Guess
in your
what?
house, you cool with that? Nah, that ain't going. That ain't playing
but
that shit.
I'm gonna
Well,
give you. I'm
that's
gonna
what
give you your
I'm
strand
saying.
of smoke.
That's where I'm coming
Nah.
from.
I'ma
with
give you your strand
That's
of
where
smoke.
I'm coming from with the old generation versus the new
Right.
generation on how it's being raised. Because I think that's a lot of that is going on. I think a lot of parents is
allowing it.
allowing it.
Now,
I
you was
think
out my house.
Because-
I had to get if I thought about smoking weed or something like that, my mom and dad,
Oh,
they like,
hell
we
no.
paying the
You gone,
bills.
right?
You
You
didn't even
gone.
think
And that's
about
why-
it.
And
You didn't even
gone
think
in the
about it,
streets,
right.
but then what happens when you go to the street?
But you didn't go to the street. You
didn't
just
go-
didn't smoke.
you
weed.
respected
like,
your
you
parents'
went out.
household.
No, okay, we talking about now.
But
now,
that's the problem.
Now a lot of kids they go through little social media bullying and all that they feel like they gotta smoke weed. So it's hard to remove a kid from some kids from weed. So they still gonna smoke that weed. Now it's better to
I
give it
just
to them and
think
know
how
what they
you-
have.
How you raised them when they was little and brought them up.
You
yeah.
gotta start
If
young,
you gave
man.
them a lot of that freedom,
Right.
they gonna disrespect you because you let them disrespect you when they was little,
It's
and they gonna continue to do it, whether it's weed, whatever it is,
right.
they gonna do it when they
I
older.
don't know if y'all seen it on social media. They said that yelling at your kids now is worse or on the same level as physically abusing your kids.
That's
They're
crazy.
yelling at your young.
It depends on what you yelling at.
And I don't know the
No, it's
tone,
not.
but they ain't really specify the tones. But they saying yelling at your kids is as bad as beating your kid.
That's because
crazy.
you ever heard the
Right
saying
now.
where America
We justifying everything.
we
bro.
justify
You
everything?
can be verbally abused. You ain't shit like your daddy, stupid motherfucker.
No,
I ain't saying you
nigga.
cuss. I ain't saying profanity.
No, I said
They
it
said
depends.
yelling.
No, because I was saying it depends on what you
Redirected
say.
behavior.
I'll be honest. Like growing up, I know this may sound fucked up, but growing up, that was normal behavior in a lot of people's household. It didn't make them go out here and be killers, murderers,
Right.
nothing.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
Y'all didn't have studies. Y'all didn't have studies in the statistics back then. They wasn't provided to y'all. Mental health and all that shit wasn't a big deal at y'all.
Yeah, it
ages.
wasn't accessible.
Okay.
You right. It
Well,
wasn't accessible. You
That's
right
what I
about
wanted
that,
to get at too. I think that is the positive with the kids though, that they are able to. Cause we didn't know nothing about like a
mental health.
a therapist.
No.
Nah.
Wasn't nobody pushing a therapist on you.
No.
They weren't saying go see the.
That would sound
We had a guidance
expensive.
counselor. We had guidance counselor.
but we ain't talked to them. We was
school.
Right,
scared.
but no, they got their own now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
And you ain't want to go talk. Like she said, you weren't going to talk to them people.
Hell no,
because
they gonna call child
people-
protector.
All they gonna tell the whole school you crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to run that bitch the crazy kid.
Yeah.
And all I want to do is go talk to each other. I got
Right.
problems. But now it's more acceptable. Like with the counseling, with everything. I think they have too much access though to the world too early, and
Too
that's
much
just my
information,
opinion. Because
man.
I think
They do.
Yeah, you right.
I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it's like they not sad about like death. Like if you see death or if you see something, they got too much exposure right now
Yeah.
to where they numb
They
to
numb
it.
to it.
They numb to a lot of things that go on in the world because they got it at their fingertip and they get to see it every day.
Well, that's why everything they make a joke, like on TikTok.
Yeah, it's nothing
Like
is serious.
It's nothing is serious no more. Everything is a
Right.
joke.
That's not
But that
necessarily
also
a
goes
bad
by
thing.
how, like Mark said, how you raise your kids. Like me, I'm a stern aunt, stern cousin. That's just me because that's just the way I was raised. When you come to my house, you're just gonna respect it. You're not gonna cuss. You're not, like a lot of parents, they let their kids, when they're in the living room sitting, drinking, smoking,
Right.
the kids sitting right there. I don't play that shit. Like, get your ass up, go in the other room with the kids. But the problem is people think like, well, she's 15. Why she gotta, why she can't hang with us?
Nah,
she can hang
she
with you
still
at
ain't
your
grown.
house.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes
But
sense.
but the problem is what I'm saying, parents don't do that no more.
The parents get mad at you because
They
you
get mad at
redirecting
you
that behavior.
because it's
Yeah.
like,
That's
well,
the issue.
No, we not doing that here.
Well, have you had
Right.
that talk with that parent first? Because you could tell me if my kid running around your house, hey, Fabian, get your boy. I don't want him running around my house. But if you tell my son something directly, I'm going to check you.
See,
that's the problem.
And that go
No,
back to
no,
Because you should be around people.
So you ain't
should
about
be.
the village.
You ain't
Yeah,
about
you
the
ain't about the
community and the
village.
village.
No, talk to me.
You shouldn't be
Nah,
about.
I'm
You
saying
shouldn't
something
be
to you.
around people
Rob, I ain't
that
gonna lie. I'm
you
gonna say
feel.
something to you. Hey, don't jump on my furniture.
Nah, you
You
can't
should-
do that.
Why I
Come
gotta
here.
tell you, Fabian, tell your kid to get his muddy feet off my couch.
Yeah,
no,
we're
nigga,
not
get
doing
your
that.
feet off my couch.
We're not
You
doing
should
that.
have enough
It depends on how
respect
you
that
say
it's
it.
okay for an adult.
I just told you, I'm
I,
gonna
I, I get your money
I
on my
look at it
couch.
like
I'm gonna say,
this.
come on, son, let's go. Cause I'm about to
Get
whoop
your ass
motherfucking
go.
ass.
I look at
I'm
it
saying, come on, let's go. Cause I'm about to whoop your motherfucking
Because your
ass.
son
And I'm gonna
was
slam the door,
Right.
bitch ass nigga.
So
That's how kids know their parents.
I look at it this
That's
way.
why kids ignorant. My bad, Woo.
Nah, if you don't feel comfortable enough for us directing or wherever
No,
you
if
take your
y'all
child
is cool.
to redirect your kid, then you don't need to be friends with that person
That's
and bring
right.
your child around that person.
That's why
You stop it there.
That's why I try to stop.
I ain't telling you nothing. I'm
Me either.
gonna redirect your child.
Well, that's why I like to sit there and I like to get
That's
in
why
on
you
the
don't
first.
bring your
I don't
kid
have-
around about
You
it.
better
huh?
not bring them to K house because they gonna tell you. I'm like, hey,
No, because he gonna come over
Fabian.
there and say it's how it smell like
I'm gonna
fish.
say, what
no,
the
but,
fuck is
I
wrong
I
with
trust
you?
Mark and Kay. Whenever I have a child,
Right.
that they could raise a child. So I
Right.
trust them that they know how to redirect behavior. I might not catch everything, and
Right.
I don't want them running to me in my ear and whispering to somebody else
Me
about
either.
my badass kid. No, y'all
If
need
I
to
know
redirect
Gigi,
his ass.
right?
But
And the thing is, the people you around, I trust everybody in my circle that if they say if my daughter goes to her uncle's house and
Right.
her uncle, she comes back and say Uncle Reese was yelling at me, I'm not gonna call her and be like, what the fuck he was yelling at
Nah,
her
if I
for?
let you yell, I mean,
no,
right.
no. But you're saying basically you would do that behavior, like, hey, bro, why you was yelling at Fabian?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. She got yelled at because clearly she was, or he or she was doing something inappropriate. But kids are the way they are because, unfortunately, Rob, the way you're thinking, kids know. I know my daddy ain't gonna let a nigga
Right.
check me.
Yeah,
So
I'd
this-
heard
this-
that a lot.
this
Hey,
is
guess
why-
what? He's goddamn
So
right.
look, this transition to the school,
Right.
right? When the teacher that redirects a student and they get disrespectful, call my mama, call Daddy Rob.
There you go.
Because he gonna check you too.
Right.
After you been disrespectful,
Yeah.
then the
I done heard
parent
that.
get up there and go off on the teacher.
On the teacher.
No, it
Like,
depends.
niggas,
My
no,
mama
it
never
don't
went
depend.
off on
I
the
really
teacher,
let
yo.
Your son.
No, but he made me read in class. Told me, see, that's why I called on you because you can't. I know you can't
ain't
read.
nobody
If
know.
it's a situation
Your
like
son
that,
in there
I'm gonna
cussing.
holler at you. We gonna have that
Your son in
conversation.
there cussing,
Right.
being disrespectful.
No, that's first of all, that's the thing. Just like how you trust your friends to watch your kids, I trust my kid to know enough to know that he's not doing that shit.
Well, let me ask you a question though. When you was raised, right?
Mhm.
Your mother and your father and stepfather, did they allow people to talk to you? Like, did your
I wasn't a bad kid.
I'm saying, if somebody had to say something to you, did your
We all
parents
did
allow that, or was
If you did something in school, they call your parent. Your parent went off on you.
Nah, I tell my grandma. My grandma said, "Well, that bitch shouldn't have said that."
See, that's the problem.
Hey, no, it's no problem because I'm
It
fine.
is.
I
It's
was
generational.
I'm raised fine. No felonies. Take care of my family. Come on.
But then that means you don't believe in the village. So you're like the new generation.
It was okay. Was you?
I'm going off
came
what I
out
know.
alright?
I'm going
Well,
off
you
what
the
I know.
exception, but it's a lot of kids like that's having that type of.
It wasn't that bad. How I just made it
type
sound.
of that type of atmosphere at home, and they growing up bad, bro. They disrespecting kids. They disrespecting everybody, man.
And they have no.
They
And see, the
beating up
problem
their
is
parents.
they beating
Yeah.
up their
They
parents,
beating
and
up
the problem
parents.
is the system, the jail system, don't give a fuck about that.
One more question.
They
for
gonna put you in jail.
And I ain't gonna ride you.
No, it's fine. I like it
I got one
I'm
more
glad
question.
you're okay, my boy.
If you found out your kid hit a teacher at school,
Exactly.
whose fault is it? Is it the kid?
I got to get to the bottom of it.
See, that's the
But
difference
that's
from
after-
growing up.
But that's
The
after
bottom
I
of
redirect
what?
his behavior.
The teacher didn't hit your kid the
Yeah.
teacher.
Oh, if the kid straight, my kid straight hit my teacher.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's never okay for you to put your hands on nobody first.
Okay.
But
Okay.
skip
That's why
right.
I'm raising my
Right.
child to know that.
But you seem like the first reaction
No.
gonna be like,
What the
I
teacher
know,
do?
what
Not
about
the
you?
teacher.
What the
What
teacher
you do?
do?
What
Put
she
like
say
this,
to
put
you?
like this. If I have my kid, right, and I'm with him every goddamn day of his life, and I know I raised him to be this good kid,
Right.
I'm not gonna put his word over anybody else.
In the adult world.
Rob,
And
kids
that
are not
word.
the same person you raised. When they walk out that door and go to
Sometimes
school,
they-
soon as they
sometimes they
get on
move
that
different.
bus, they like, hey,
We know how we
bitch,
see it.
hey,
And
girl,
every
nigga, fuck that nigga. They cussing.
Every molester that was a babysitter, that parent trusted that what you call him. So you can't go off of that. Every motherfucker different when they ain't in front of that person.
I know. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm confused.
I'm gonna go off of blood.
I'm not against you on counseling and getting to the bottom of it, but I feel like your initial
Let him finish,
step
bro.
should be redirect that direct behavior. He hit a teacher,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not foul.
whooping, and then we
All
can
right,
talk
let's
about
go.
it
We
later.
can talk
Why
about
you did
it.
it?
Come on, Ed.
Can I Woods? If I say this right,
I'm a
when
back
you
slap
have
you.
your kid, right,
Uh-huh.
and they over my house.
Right.
Hey, boy, take them goddamn shoes off my house, right? And
I don't use profanity. I'm not gonna use
No, I'm
profanity
saying
around
this
my
your
kid.
kid, right?
Right.
And your son.
Mhm.
I just talked crazy to your son, and he look at you and you ain't gonna do shit.
Do what?
Why
Take them
nigga at him?
goddamn.
Nigga,
would
I
hope
already taught you when an adult tells
There you go.
something.
There you
But
go.
that's how it
Exactly.
used
There
to
you
be.
go.
My son look at something, my son
And I'm
look
not-
at me
and I'm
like,
not gonna
hey, what
use-
I'ma do?
When I'm
What I'ma
redirecting
do? Shit,
somebody else's kid's behavior, I'm not using profanity either.
Right.
And I don't have a
When my
high
niece
pitched
and
tone.
nephew come over, they run through the house. I say,
Right.
hey,
Hey, y'all
go
stop.
the fuck
Hey,
sit down.
yeah.
They daddy and they mama don't
And
come and be
that's
like,
how our
okay, what you
aunties
yelling at
used to
them?
do us.
We don't do that.
You know it's different. The point I was trying to make was kind of far fetched than what
It
y'all
was.
saying right
It confused the world.
No, I'm talking about the scenario.
The world, Craig.
I was at supermarket and I was trying on a jacket. My son ran on the thing. The old man on the shit y'all talking about tried to reject me. Hey, we don't play in them clothes. Which caught me. He kept going.
He worked there.
Yeah. So then I had to check his ass.
Why?
'Cause
Why
he-
the fuck is your
'cause he
son
put
running
fear-
under the
'cause he put
clothes?
fear in my son.
He shouldn't. His
No, he
bad
was
ass
telling your
shouldn't be
son
running under the
right
clothes.
from wrong.
No,
Hey,
we
Rob-
good. This conversation.
Raw kid gonna be throwing down.
Right.
Gonna be throwing. Look,
At the end of the day,
Out of respect.
if you don't want your kid, if you don't want to be your hero kid, then if you don't want to be your kid's
Kid
hero,
hero.
then we all right.
Nah,
Raw kid gonna be throwing cereal down
I
the
think
aisles and candy everywhere and
doing that.
Pour
everything.
water in the hallway.
He's 3 years old.
No,
man.
it's
He
the
never right
manager
from
fault for
wrong
putting the
yet.
cereal that close to the counter.
Yeah, I think it just we gotta
You
get.
good, son?
I think the world gotta get back to
Hell nah, because all them old people, bro, around
Discipline.
y'all age, them motherfuckers in prison on crack.
no, not everybody.
Everybody
bro. It's
not,
a big
bro.
world.
The kids now, bro, they millionaires before 15 doing. They creative, bro.
Bro,
So
that
we
boy-
not doing
That
that, bro.
boy
There's a lot of people
Instagram
from that era.
influenced, and it
Yeah,
ain't the
yeah,
truth.
a lot of people from
But that's his era,
y'all
though.
generation in prison on
That's his era.
drugs.
They not on
bro.
prison
That
on
ain't-
drugs.
that ain't-
In our era,
A
we
lot of felonies.
we
No,
grew
a
up.
lot of
We
y'all
actually can
era-
read.
no,
A lot of
no,
these
no.
kids can't even read.
We talking about y'all
Is
select
in
few.
prison and on drugs. What are you talking about?
I can
Look
go,
at social
Hey,
media.
hey.
Them niggas your
I
age.
can go to my top 5
That's
right
not
now.
the majority, Rob.
Hey,
It's
That's
right.
not the majority.
1 out of 5 I know.
Hey, my graduation class, man, they all working, doing good, taking care of their kids.
Me too.
Nobody's on drugs.
None of us.
Man,
Yeah.
look,
And in prison.
I'm being honest.
I know.
And we went
We
to
is.
the
Yeah, and that's what I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
they got their record sponsors now, probably.
No, you sat with one of them. They got the juice business, man. We doing good out here, man.
Everybody doing good. And guess what?
I ain't gonna
We was
call
taught too
everybody out,
crazy.
but it's a lot
Our
of people doing
grandmothers
good.
took care of us.
Cause
Our aunts took care of us.
Your era
Like-
is the same thing, though. We got, trust me, your era, we worked through your era of kids coming up.
No, that era.
No, your era.
No, your era.
It's the
Yeah,
ignorant
your
ones.
era. I started
very
in 06. I
ignorant.
started
Yeah,
in
they got
06.
their shit together.
No, they don't, Rob.
Them niggas
They
is-
all be like 30,
were from-
25,
and
still
they
living
were
with their
from,
mom.
And they were from that side of town
And-
you
and-
from.
Come on,
They
man.
really weren't even supposed to be out there like that.
Man.
They weren't even supposed to be out there like that. They was out there like that for no
You
reason.
must be talking about you work for the county, yeah. But the fourth band part, no, that's not my side of town, homie.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
leave,
Well,
All right, man, let's get into the next one, man. We spun a good 20 on that one. I want to talk about child support a little bit, man. Do y'all think it's a dirty game?
Yeah, it could be to a white parent, but some people need that guidance.
And I don't want to go dirty game with, because I think some men deserve to be on child support,
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
So
People,
I'm talking about dirty
women and
game
men.
as far as the men that's taking care of their business,
Mhm.
that want to be there for their kid, they there for throughout the year. You
Right.
know, they try and get them on weekends, they taking them to school,
Right.
and the mother is still, you know, putting them on child support because of their jealousy or because they done moved on or because they unhappy. So they go and run and put their father on child support, but he been there since birth. They just not
Right.
together no more.
The
Well, I'ma
law, the
speak
law
from
should
a-
have more empathy on the man, on the working man when it comes to child support.
Well, you know, I'm gonna see from a female point of view. Like for me, as a female, I've never been a person that believed in child support, and the reason I didn't because I believe black men have it hard enough. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? And if they're doing what they need to do, you don't need to for you know. I'm gonna get you know how I am. I believe that households are directed to be divided, and child support a lot of times can divide households because if you're draining a man of income,
Right.
he is hard for him because he studied trying to get up.
Get
but
up.
the system know if they drain him for what he got, he can't get up.
He can't be
right?
a father
He
too.
can't be a
He don't have
father.
the time to be
He
a father
can't be
because
a
he working
leader.
3 jobs.
Right, exactly. And so because black men, a lot of black men do not make the income that other cultural men make. They make lower incomes. Whatever they're being stripped of is a lot harder to come back from, right?
So it's the black woman fault.
I'm not saying it's the black woman fault.
No, it's the
the
system
fault.
fault.
It's the fault of our people not
Yeah.
being able to properly communicate
Okay.
with each other to have an understanding of what each other needs to do. And that goes like to me for even when I had my child, I believe like, hey, you know, I didn't want money. It was like, come pick him up, take him to football practice. You know, if he calling these sneakers, just buy the sneakers. If he need food, you know what I mean? Because I worked every day. I was able to provide and do. So it wasn't like I was calling like, hey, you need to send me this, you need to send me that. If I couldn't do it or if he knew he needed to do it, just call and say, hey, you know, it's school time.
Yeah.
What you need for school clothes. That was my take on it. But a lot of women see men living well and then it doesn't become about the child.
then
it
it
becomes
change.
about, oh,
That's what I'm
you
saying.
living
While they
good.
together, the first when they had a kid, the dude might be, you know, working a 9 to 5, but then the next 5 years, he done got a better job. He living much better. He done went and purchased him a house, and now she
Right.
running down to the child support office saying, "Hey, I want to put him on child support because he done got
That
engaged."
shit can back
and,
up.
and they give him. My partner just had it where they
That
put.
shit bag up.
And he was taking care of his kids, flying them out, doing this and that, and they wound up putting back pay on him for $20,000.
It's
And
a dirty
it's
game,
just
bro.
unfair.
And then you
Well, it's unfair in general, but you see the new law now. They're trying to say with the new child support law, basically they
Yeah.
want both parents. I don't know how true this is, but I've been reading it on it. But they're basically saying like a lot of women start to collect. They don't do shit. Sit on their ass. Don't work. Don't do. Now it's other mothers who actually take care of their kids.
Right.
But it's some bum ass mothers too, right?
Yeah.
But the law is basically saying that hey, you can't just sit and collect You know, even
Right.
rich women. There's women who's married Texas law, married to wealthy men who make millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands a year, and they stop working because they're getting so much in child support.
So what the law
That's
say?
crazy.
Because you ain't saying what the law
So
say.
basically, what the new law is basically saying, supposedly, is that both parties need to be actively working. Right? So in order for you to collect child support, you need to be adequately being able to provide your portion too. That's what the law is supposed to be.
I didn't know the law said that.
Yeah,
I'm
I didn't
happy
What's
that the law
supposed to
said
be.
that.
So that's the way I read it.
That's still bullshit.
It's still bullshit.
Because
I guess it's a little grease for the man.
Because I never understood that why I gotta go work, and let's just say I'm making $100,000 a year, and I gotta give you
20. If you get
20.
100, they give you 20.
That's why I say I gotta give you 20,000. That's paying for your car note. That's paying for your rent. Why do I have to?
Nigga shoes.
Right. Why do I have to do that? And you don't really have to work as hard as I gotta work. Not even work as hard. Just go work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I ain't there every day because the kid is staying with you. So I know you got to put gas in your car. I know you got to do this and that. Like, I know I have to do, but I was doing this before you ran down there to child support office. So now it's going to take away, because a lot of black men, I'm going to just speak for the black men because I don't know too many other men that's on child support. A lot of black men be take care of their home or take care of their kid. And then the woman go put him on child support, and she getting so much to where now he ain't doing as much for the kid because he feeling like, well, take that out of child support. Yeah. Like, don't call me about his birthday party that you want to. Now you want to throw extravagant birthday party, but you want me to go half. Take that out of child support I just paid you.
But a lot of females will think you being fucked up. A lot of females think that's wrong.
Yeah, then you become a sorry baby daddy.
Then you become a sorry baby daddy, but then it's like,
it's all my money.
It's
the money you got is mine, and the money you want from me is mine.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm paying half, but I'm really paying full.
Yeah.
Because you taking the child support money and you put it towards the party. Then you say, well, give me another $500 for this, but now I gave you $1,000.
That's stressful, bro. That
shit deadly.
Wait till you married, man. Is the risk lowers for child support.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wait.
Child
That's why I
support
wait till I'm
comes two
married.
ways.
Bro.
Either she spite, she mad at you when you out the relationship, or like y'all say, she see you coming up or think you living better, so she like you. I had a homeboy who went to court, and he was fighting for his son.
Yeah.
He said when he got in there, everything was in his favor. The lawyer was all good. He said when he got in there, it was his time to talk. He said the judge ain't even look at him. Nigga say before the judge ruled, his lawyer looked at him and said, "We ain't gonna win this."
Yeah.
Judges do not respect men, and I've heard this from a lot of niggas who's on child support.
Yeah.
When it's come to child, I don't care about if the woman's sorry or what she is, and most of the women are judges are women that they go to for child support.
But do you think it has to do with race?
No, I don't think it has to do with race.
No, it's men. I think it's men.
I just think
that's
it's
a sexist thing
a
now.
sexist thing.
Yeah, sexist.
Because
okay.
I haven't heard a man with a male judge who say they didn't get no respect, but 90% of the men who on child support that had to go in front of a female judge have told me the same thing, that there's no respect from the female. It ain't no matter what they say.
Well, it's not on their side. It's not in their favor.
I'm gonna do you one better. And we're not just gonna say for the women judges. You can call the Attorney General office, Ken Paxton, the Attorney General office.
Well, Ken on his way out.
Yeah,
Ken,
man, they ain't gonna
but I get what
you. Fuck Ken. Listen, you can call and they treat you like you shit. I called about some shit. Hey, yeah, so I wouldn't end up being back. I said, hey, yeah, I got a raise. Stud treat me with a total attitude. And I'm trying to.
You tried to call it right.
I'm trying to call. Well, what you call him? Did she? I was like, God damn, it's so bad to the point, bro. I had to talk to him like he's stupid. Right. It's like they don't give a fuck about it. It'd be a man or woman. It ain't got nothing to do with which column. It's straight off.
It's just against
the male. They just against.
I don't know why that is, because a lot of men take care of their kids. It's two things. Like respect to the women who actually found their sorry baby daddy and finally caught up with him and put him on child support.
Put that nigga on child support.
That nigga needs to be on child support, whatever.
But you shouldn't have had a baby by him.
You don't never see him talk
But
to
the ones who doing right,
that's what I'm speaking for today.
It's crazy that we done went through this much to put this man who trying now is separating the child and the daddy, separate everybody relationship just because you had some spite in your heart.
Right.
I mean, it's wrong.
And I've seen situations, like I've seen men who actually have agreements with their spouse. Like one guy I know, he had an agreement. It was $900 a month. He was giving his. It was his son's mother, and $900 a month. And again, he got into another relationship. And of course, when you marry or you get in a relationship, things change, right? So now he's taking care of the relationship kids too. So long story short, he told her, like, you know, this is our agreement. Don't take me back. She took him back. They ended up giving her $120 a month. So she came back like, well, no, can we go back to our original agreement? That nigga said, girl, fuck you.
You done went to the court.
Like,
you should have went to the court.
You should have stayed.
Why are we going to the court, bro?
I was giving you willingly $900. So now they're going to, based on really what I make, this is what you're going to get. So sometimes spite bites you in the ass, too.
And what people don't know is, a lot of women don't know is, that the attorney general, they take out a fee for making it easy for you. A lot of people don't know.
Oh.
So I might be paying $1,200. You probably only seeing 1,000 of it. You don't know that I'm paying that it's a $200 fee.
I seen that on TikTok.
No, I did know that.
I
That's
seen it on
why
TikTok.
they do us like they did.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna call it what it is.
Yeah, that's why I've been waiting on. That's why I put child support on there.
It could be the system, right? The system put the battery in that bitter ass woman back. We gonna call it what it is. The bitch being spiteful for putting the nigga on child support if he out here really trying.
Right.
It ain't no way around it. We can't blame it on the system or none of that. She's being flat out spiteful.
I said,
and you want to know she being spiteful? Because it be certain little shit that ain't got shit to do with the kid. Oh, damn, I done seen you in fucking
Dubai.
I done seen you in Aruba.
Yeah.
I done seen you on Aruba money, but you talking about you ain't got you no money.
Right.
Oh, I done seen you done got a new truck. What the fuck that got to do with the kid?
Right.
Like,
I can't have nice things.
When I took him out last week, and I had him last week, and I took him shopping, but because I went out of town, now you. Yeah, it's a lot. I see it a lot, y'all.
It really sucks too, and I'm gonna say this is the sorry part when you really trying to be a good father like me, right? That okay, I pay child support, but I could just say now buy his shoes with child support. If Jay's come out that I know you not gonna buy him, but me, I want my son in Jay, so now I'm paying child support. Then I'm back doing paying $100 probably like 2 times a month for Jay's, and when I got him, I'm feeding them. You know, it's so much shit that, and then. Some shit be reversed where you might have a kid every other week, or y'all might spend a week, 4 days instead of 3 days.
Right.
Or you might do 2 days, 2 weeks out the month, 2 weeks out the month. The mama still get the full.
That's what.
So now the shit split, and you still getting full?
That's what I never understood. I never understood that, right? Because you paying child support for, I don't know why they get so much for the baby, a lot of these parents. But you paying child support for the baby, right? Mm-hmm. But then y'all already got agreement with courts as well to say, well, you get them 1 week, you get them 1 week. But she still get chopped. Yeah.
And it's
I done had them, nigga. I done had them 15 days. You done had them 15 days. But you done took.
That shit split.
That's what I'm saying. I done had them 15 days. You done had them 15 days. But you still ain't got $1,200 of my money.
But you know, it goes back to we got to be mindful about who we have kids from, right?
Where it started.
And so,
talk about it.
You don't know. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Wait till you marry.
A lot of our choices, of like when we come to having children with people, a lot of your mistakes are your choices, right? Like I didn't tell you to lay down with her, tell you to lay down with him, her. So
my favorite word.
You know, like tonight, you go out, you get drunk, you have sex with this chick. You don't know who she is, but you made a choice to having sex with somebody because you're flesh, right? So now this person is pregnant, and guess what? She may be crazy as fuck, and she going back to child support every week.
All right.
Bet your baby daddy, bet your baby mama.
Get married.
But I'm saying that too. Even if you do lay down with somebody for a one night stand and get pregnant, but if you're there and she call you and say, "Hey, I'm pregnant," and you through pregnancy, you done paid for the pregnancy. The baby came out, you there for the baby. You still out making sure everything good. She shouldn't have to run down to the child support office and put you on child support.
If you have a one night stand with somebody,
that's what I'm talking about. That's dirty.
That's dirty to me.
Dirty game. That shit dirty.
If you have a one night stand or you really don't even know a person you have a child with, to me as a woman, I'm not even stressing the dude. Like, bro. Like, we both made a bad decision. I expect you to help me with this child, but I wouldn't be like a psycho.
I don't think you're the majority, though, okay?
Yeah,
I think it's a lot of women that's just doing the opposite.
Ain't about one night stands. This nigga's been married 20 years.
And then fuck around.
Now they baby mama now is putting them on child support, getting $30,000 a month.
You don't hardly hear that.
No, you hear it in Hollywood. That's what's been going on in Hollywood.
There's 3 NFL players messing with one. They got a baby. She got 3 kids.
She ain't never got to work a day in her life.
Well, it was the Geno
She
Smith
ain't never
and
got
like 2 other niggas. She getting $20,000 from each one of them.
Dog, she ain't got a month. That's
That's been going around, y'all. That's been going around. The woman looking for the child support. The child support baby.
Any NFL player may be available.
Yeah, that's been going around, dog. They've been doing that.
Hey, look, go ahead.
But not real quick though. I know y'all say that you gotta watch what you lay with, but sometimes though a person light don't show until they inner light.
Okay.
So meaning
that's very true.
A woman.
That boy always got a good saying though.
Mark, I'll be honest. Like when you was, you know what I'm saying, when y'all was dating and y'all got married, shit changed, right?
Yeah.
It could change for the good or it could change for the bad, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Can it change for the good? You said it because now it's my husband, right?
Right.
And I can do that. And that shit happens. You cool in a bitch. She cool in a bitch. But once she have a kid by you and them hormones and all that shit start happening, a different type of jealousy, what you call them. So you can't say, oh, I've been knowing her for 5 years and everything good. Once you get married, once you have a baby, shit can change like that. So you don't know a person today in their life.
Yeah, but it's better change when she your wife instead of your baby mama.
Yeah, no,
I feel like hormones are not.
And that's on paper sounding. That's on paper sounding good.
Woods, I think that still go with being married and then.
That make a bitch more spiteful.
I know. I'm about to tell Woods, he keep going to this marriage, man.
I'm gonna go to the marriage.
Women are worse with marriage because now they finna take everything. You splitting everything when you lose. They want the house, they want the car, and then you still gotta pay them child support because y'all now you married, you had 4 kids together. So now your child support is a little bit different than a nigga that had one night stand.
Yeah.
So your money ain't gonna be the same. I done seen men that watch stories on TV where men had to file for bankruptcy or leave a job after they was married for all them years because the woman took half of everything and
Stop
left him.
getting married for the wedding, guys. That's my answer
now
to
you
that.
went to the wedding.
Stop getting married for the wedding. Stop getting married for Instagram and TikTok.
Nah, I just say, but look, we gonna move on.
Know who you messing with.
It's hard. Y'all saying it only get worse.
But you know, let me say this before we end this. I just think
cheating.
Yeah,
Cause that's when a lot of that shit comes from.
A lot of the shit is cheating.
Yeah, but you don't know who you messing with until you get to know them.
Until you get
there you go. That's kind of true.
I know you before I propose to you though.
I'm gonna make shit more. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Revenge from a woman hit different from a one night stand than a revenge from a woman that's been married to your ass for 5 years. I can tell you that, brother.
No, you
got to know all your dollars.
Right, I'm about to say that Wood. You saying that Wood? She, you might say you know her before you propose to her, but then. Women change just like
about the title.
Yeah, the title changed. But now you done went out there. Y'all been married 5 years. You done got caught cheating, and now that whole woman that you thought you knew,
niggas don't cheat. If you don't want to be on child support.
But I'm
don't
saying,
cheat.
you think you know it until something happens.
Stop cheating, nigga. That's a choice.
That's it.
Stop cheating.
No, say
there you go.
Y'all not finna come over here and justify anything. Stop cheating, bro.
It's some chicks. They been cheating, nigga. They still putting it. Man,
stop cheating. I'm talking to everybody. Stop cheating.
It ain't about cheating. Nigga, you got money. I want it. We not married no more. We got a child. I know you're going to take care of your child, but give me some.
Or a lot of times women think of it like this.
And they call alimony.
Yes.
Alimony.
But I'm going to tell you too, a lot of women.
But I'm talking about the child support they ask for after the alimony. Give me that too.
But a lot of women, you know, this is from a female perspective. A lot of women like to have one up on another woman, right? And so the thought of it is, oh, y'all living good, but he's still gonna take care of me, right? That's how a lot of women view things because they still want to have one up on that female. It's sick, but it's a normal thing. Mentally, they still want to.
If your
she wants to drain him.
Ben, you fucking sick.
That's why some of them come up missing.
Oh, no, listen, let's move on. Let's move on. I had somebody ask me this question, man, so I wanted to kind of bring it to the group, man, as far as step parenting, right?
Yeah.
How would you go about the situation as far as being a step parent? Like, how would you go about being a step parent?
Is that still valued high? Step parents is still valued high?
What you mean? How would you
being a stepdad, stepmom?
It's all-time high now.
You think it's all-time high?
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you like this: for every hoe, a sucker. Nigga, if she out here got all these kids, bro, and you out here what you call them because she fine and all that, man, nigga, you's a sucker, bro.
And now you a stepdaddy.
Well, that's what I want to get to. I want to get to more to the kids first. We're gonna get to that in a little bit because I seen something that somebody else said.
Okay.
But as far as like getting being a stepfather to a kid? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you go about, like, are you trying to get to meet the parent first, like the
daddy?
the stepdaddy first? I mean, the real daddy first.
Don't come trying to talk to me.
In a healthy relationship, I feel like everybody needs to know everybody, bro.
Wait, do you mean like,
Everybody
okay,
needs
so
to
let me
know
make sure I
everybody.
understand this.
I need
Are you
to-
saying like when you first start dating?
Yeah, like,
Shit, or are you talking
being a
about like
step-parent, like
just
when-
being a step parent?
Yeah, being a step-parent.
When you truly commit.
Well, I think being a step parent, you know, because I am a step parent right now, but I
Right.
think being a step parent
Them kids
is
old, though.
really no, they wasn't old when we got together.
Right.
They were 7 and 11.
Yeah, they young.
Right? They were
Okay,
young.
that's
They were still young
That's
kids.
young. That's young.
So, but being a step parent is really based on you and your partner, right? And how y'all communicate. So when you and your fiance or your wife are together and you bring your child in here, one key thing in marriage, you have to know that nothing separates the marriage, right? Kids, mother, father, cousins, brothers, right? And so what I mean is when you have stepchildren, you have to understand kids can come in and want to control the environment.
Right.
So if you and your partner don't have a base understanding of how this house is going to move, example,
Right.
if my son was still alive and he comes in and my husband tells him, hey, bro,
Take out the trash.
take out the trash. And he like, my mama
You
said,
ain't my daddy.
you ain't my daddy. And then I come back like, well, why you couldn't take out the trash? You know what I'm saying? Like, you a grown man too. Hold on, no. That is a good, because that's really what's happening. Okay, so example is,
That's not a good one.
example is, that is a really good example. But if you're a step parent and the stepchild says to you, hey,
Be home at 8. Let's do that. Be home at 8.
Or no, when you over here at our house, you know, ain't no cell phone after
I like that one.
after
Okay.
7 o'clock.
Let me hear that.
Right.
Right? And so now the kid, you know, the other parent like, why you say he can't have his cell phone after
You
8
don't think that's a
o'clock?
talk that y'all need to have before?
No,
we
it's
direct-
because
redirect
when
that?
you are
If
no.
you always let your kid have his phone at 9 o'clock and he say 7, you don't think that's a talk?
But
that
I
need to be
think that's what she's saying. It has
Yeah,
to be a
I was about
talk.
to say,
and
it's gotta
a-
be-
Yeah.
that's why
She
she
So what
said
I'm
the kid
saying
can't
is,
come
in the
between that.
beginning, the conversation is never in front of the kid. It's
Right,
always
we're not having it in
private.
front of-
we can't
I
do
like
that when
that.
you redirect my goddamn kid behavior.
Because that's different.
You're not a step-
You're not
You're
a
not-
step parent,
I'm not
Rob.
coming in as
Yo,
a step
because
parent.
a step
Rob.
kid-
Because y'all not trying.
No, but what
Because
I'm
you don't
saying
give a
is-
damn what parents say, that's
Rob.
his goddamn kid, but we gonna make sure everything
nigga's
good.
crazy.
If we together, he in this house, it's the same thing.
Man, we ain't
No,
talking about
Rob,
your-
what I'm
we talking
saying
about
is that
stepkids, right?
talking
step
about
kids have to
stepkids,
have
man.
a certain amount of respect in their household, whether that's your daddy or not. He technically is your daddy or your mama in this house. So if he tells you, if my husband says, hey, put your phone up at 7, bro, and turn the TV off at 8, that's how we run this house. As long as I know he's not knowingly trying to harm the child,
Right,
and he's
right,
being a
right.
good father figure hey, he might have stern rules,
Yeah.
but he ain't harming him. It ain't
Because
gonna
if you
kill
want
him.
it, you need to
Can I say
leave.
something?
You need to
he
fucking
ain't gonna
leave.
kill him. So turn the fucking phone off in the
Hey,
game.
let me ask you this question though, right quick. You know what I'm saying? Because that's cool though. You want that kind of male figure amongst your child. You know what I'm saying? Every day. But I have a question. So if your kid would have met, if your kid, y'all still at the dating stage, any of y'all still at the dating stage, and your kid say, "Hey, mom, hey, dad, I'm not too fond of her. I don't like her." Is that a deal breaker for you?
No. It's not for me because my grandmother, just saying that for me, because my grandmother, we had a long talk when we went to go visit her. And guess what she told us? She said she wished she could change her life now because she raises her kids. But she said when we met people, you know, it was like, oh, they're not, you know, oh, her kids didn't like them.
I
So
just found
because
out
of
that
that,
from my mama too.
yeah, because of that, she stayed away from a lot of men because she was afraid of how her kids may take them. But she now lived a single, lonely life.
And
She's dying by
how's the kid
herself.
doing?
I got a question
They
for
ain't
Rob,
doing
though.
shit.
How's she doing?
How she doing?
Yeah, what about
At the
her?
end of the day,
No, when you got
No.
kids, yo, you are done.
oh, bro,
I'm
you
good for
trick.
my kids
I
right
got-
now.
this
got a
is
question for
crazy.
Rob,
Man,
though.
all I make, I can't sleep.
Rob,
I'm
do
living
your
with motherfuckers
fiance,
'cause I had 'em.
listen, do your fiance and baby mama have a relationship?
They cool.
So they
Well, it ain't like-
And I made sure I said that at the very beginning. This is my son. This is my son's mother.
Mhm.
You are my fiance now. And as long as we know those roles and those titles,
But what when
we
What's
should
the
never
role?
get into it.
what when your what about? Cause I'm talking about step parents. So
yeah.
I'm talking about like your son's mother getting a dude, right? I heard you say in the beginning of this that you said we ain't gotta meet, we ain't gotta talk.
At the
That's
beginning,
why I asked him about the
serious.
relationship.
Right.
I gotta know if y'all
That's why I asked him about the relationship.
I'm just not meeting niggas. I gotta know if y'all serious.
Well, I don't
But
think
he
she'll
around
bring
your
her
son
around. I
all
don't
the
think,
time.
but I don't think she'll bring a
Well,
dude
my son,
around your
I don't really
son.
gotta meet. I can holler at my son. Hey man, what's going on? Whoop de whoop whoop.
You should meet somebody that's actively involved in your child's
I got
life.
social media, check them out. I see we got a couple of people in which column. I holler at them. Hey, you know, fella, you know, cat, woo woo woo. Yeah, all right.
But
he
it seems
stand
like if you don't want to meet a
guy.
nigga, it seems like you got aggression or
Yeah, you
animosity.
No, I don't got aggression or
And
animosity.
if I don't want to
You
meet a
sound
female,
like
it
it.
sounds like
saying.
it.
Sound like you got some
I'm just saying,
immaturity.
I'm
Yeah.
just
It would've
saying.
sound like.
Look, I'm doing dude a favor by not meeting them.
Nah,
Nah, fuck you.
nah. But what I'm saying is this though, because when it comes to the kid though, right? It becomes a divide between two households
Yes.
because the kid have a birthday every year.
Yeah.
Every year, the family's got to come together or try to come together. You know, for the kid, graduation's gonna come up. You know, throughout the year, gonna be things come up. And it's just not gonna be a happy environment because y'all trying to raise a kid two separate ways instead of just not the parent, because the parents are good.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
they go back to
the
what Kay said.
spouses don't want to get together because they feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
think that everybody should at least try to build a relationship for the kid if
Right,
everything is
right.
serious.
And we don't gotta
Yeah.
talk, bro. At the end of the day, like this, man. Look, if my son's acting up in school or anything, like the teacher's gonna call me. You don't gotta tell if he breaks something of yours. Call me.
No,
I'ma dis-
absolutely not.
So-
if that man
want
is,
my
if
kid.
that man
If you
is
bet
the
man-
man of his house,
He
Rob,
want my
wait.
kid?
If that man is the man of his household, I don't gotta call you. If I'm the man of this house, and this and your child,
we gonna talk about
First
it.
of
I
all,
would step
Hey,
in.
that's why I ain't never been a stepdad because niggas like that.
yeah,
'Cause
nigga, you
that
tripping.
nigga put
You
he make
tripping.
you put a
If
pistol
this
out,
is
bro.
exactly.
I can't. That's why I ain't
If
never been a
that man is
stepdad,
the
bro.
man.
Hold on, everybody talking one time.
I ain't never.
Hey, wait, okay. If that man is the man of his household, okay? If like my
man.
brother-in-law right here, if he got a son in his household and that son is in his household, he's taking care of that nigga. He's feeding him. He's every day living with him. That's his household. If that nigga tell him, bro, you know, don't have the school calling your mother, stressing her the fuck out. You gonna chill around here. I don't need to call you and tell you I'm telling your son to chill out.
You don't got to tell my son to chill out. His mama gonna call me or the school gonna call me.
So
'cause
then
I'm
y'all
very
gotta
active
be
in the
single.
school.
You can't
Right,
be married or in a relationship with somebody.
I raised
can't.
a kid before though.
Right.
I had a stepdaughter before.
You got
I
a
still do.
stepdaughter.
My fault, British. Y'all still fuck with you coming out this weekend. But yeah, my stepdaughter, I met her when she was 1, and I had those issues with her father right in the beginning of the relationship, and I really regret the beginning of the relationship, but we was all young. You know what I'm saying? I think we handled everything wrong. We could have got to know each other. We could have, but he was still in his feelings because he still liked the mother, right? So it kind of went left. We had altercation, but now we go to the high school games together. We chill, we talk. You know what I'm saying? Like we both be like, damn, bro, we could have made this because we both love this child. We here for this child. Like she liked to see this. We could have been doing this years ago. I couldn't come to birthday parties or I couldn't do this and that because of how I acted in the beginning. So I missed out on so much of my child life because I was being an asshole behind the mother when now my daughter's 16 and we having a hard relationship. You know, we trying to rebuild the relationship because you was there in the beginning and I fucked up the relationship with her because I could have just been as a
See,
daddy.
I feel like that's the difference though. My thought and mentality is not coming from the mother at all. It's coming from my child. Don't raise my child. Go have your own kids, bro. Like, go have your own kids. Like,
Right, but you
Point of
can't say,
order,
but she
man.
got to be
Point of
happy.
order.
Point of order, Mark.
Yeah, he's still a
dog.
stepdad though to
Well,
your
and-
child.
And that's cool. Stand your ground.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Ron.
just
One
stand
day,
your
one
ground.
day, your child gonna have a stepfather.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that.
No.
He gonna have a
Other way, you
stepmom and a stepfather.
He gonna have that, but at the same time, the stepfather ain't about to be disciplining him.
He have to. He's
He
in his
has
house.
to.
What, nigga, stand
That's
your
tough.
ground. And I'm
That's why I don't even- yeah, that's tough, bro.
That would cause problems. So you saying now? So you're saying now?
I'm not trying to run two households.
So your
So if you
fiance
ain't trying to
can't.
run 2 hours,
So your
let him
fiance.
discipline him.
So when
Let
you
him
get
discipline you,
married,
ain't trying
when
to
you
run.
get
Discipline
married,
your household. Don't discipline my child.
so when you get married, your
What the
fiance can't
fuck?
say
Tell his
nothing.
mama, hey, this nigga's not listening. He got to go stay with his daddy, and I'ma happily come pick my son up, and I'm gonna.
So your fiance, when you get married, and Fabian running through your house, breaking shit or doing whatever he want a Fabian do, you mean to tell me your wife can't check him? She got to call and talk to your baby mama?
No, she can tell me, and I'm gonna discipline him. I'm the man.
So she don't have no control over a child that's in her household.
Can, and that's why I'm gonna discipline him.
All right. You out of there, bro.
You out of there.
That's fine. Y'all can say
I ain't saying
work for you, Raw.
Listen, Raw, there's a billion people in this world.
Yeah, whatever work for you, my boy.
It's a billion people. And it's a million people think like you. And everybody works for them.
And I don't get in the business of trying to
I'm not having this conversation to change your mind. Right? I was having this conversation because I know people.
All I say is, if shit pop off, y'all niggas, I say, hey, come bum me out. I hope y'all don't be no hoe. And say, hey, babe,
I'm definitely leaving you in there. Can't definitely leave it.
Now I'm gonna tell you that after the bond.
Right. Let's move on. We got a few minutes left, man. I wanted to kind of move on real quick. I think I'm gonna do the women happy more than the Jay-Z one right now.
Okay.
Keep
Jay-Z for last.
Let's do the how do you keep women happy? Right?
Bob starts from cheddars and flowers. That's all they want.
Cheddars, the biscuits?
The croissants.
It was a viral video when it went around, and they were saying that Deion Sanders was saying that you got to keep a woman happy by staying inside the household, loving what's inside the household, and not focusing what's on the outside of the household, right? And I just wanted to elaborate off that a little bit because I know that video went kind of viral and everybody was kind of agreeing, but in this room, I want to know, like, how y'all think about the video or how do you keep a woman happy?
No, I'm with that, man. My highest energy is when I'm at home. When I'm at home, take care of her. Little things, remembering little things that she might have done, just little text messages, little responding and things like that. My highest energy. Now, I have fun when I'm outside, but my highest energy, and she noticed that too, is when at home. And I feel like when you showcase that makes a woman more at peace, in my opinion.
Just waking up on a Saturday morning, just like he said, his highest energy even could be your lowest energy because you just waking up tired. But you got high energy just knowing y'all woke up next to each other. It's such a beautiful thing. Man. So that's why I say I definitely agree with that.
These niggas sitting on that.
I definitely.
I'm about to start singing on this whole. I'm about to start singing on here, bro.
Let Mark go. I want to get his opinion on it.
No. Don't get me wrong. I agree with Dion. Of course, that's how you keep a woman happy.
Right.
I mean, I don't even have to. That should be the definition of keep a woman happy. So
back you said Dion said
that's the foundation. That's the foundation.
He said basic.
You got to start with that. You start with that.
How do you keep yourself from doing that on a daily basis?
Standing eyes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think what I got from it, a lot of men don't really know that though.
Right.
A lot of men get distracted so easy from the outside world with social media, with going out,
shit in.
with just the women that's popping. They wife, like J. Cole had a verse, he say, "Love yours." You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people get distracted because they got a taste or they lusting for what's on the outside and then they forgetting about taking care of home.
Yeah.
Right.
So what he said, I think it went so far because it makes sense. That's the easy part. But a lot of households and the divorce rate is crazy because a lot of men forget to take care of theirs, to take care of home, to make sure. And even with me, like I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure out
you gonna learn
that part of it because I'm Mr. Outside. I've been doing this for so long. I've been getting attention from the outside world, outside the household. I'm trying to say that sometimes I have forgot about home. Sometimes I have neglected my household. So I think it made sense to me because I think it hit home to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, I watched the video. Did you watch the video?
Before you get into it, that was my point. My point was that's actually like the definition of how to keep a woman happy. But that's not reality in 98% of niggas' households. Whoa. Is what it is. Niggas need to learn how to do just that. You know what I'm saying? I know you niggas got it from the root to the growth, but a lot like Reese came back and said once he heard it, he was like,
"Yeah, I'm a real nigga, bro. I don't be on this cap
because you wasn't doing
I ain't got that."
Yeah, I don't be on here just
Well,
capping.
it ain't about always being there.
Well,
It's
that
I
ball.
think
Do you
what.
feel like somebody
like-
capping? I mean, I feel
No,
like you look over here.
no, you had to learn it. We all had to learn it.
So I
Because
think
when I was in my 20s, I wasn't moving
I
that
know
way.
y'all. I know y'all.
a
Friends.
lot of people still
I know
not
y'all
moving that
friends
way.
engaged, and I know.
Right. But a lot of
I'm a man that been outside too, but I also I feel my more safest at home, and I just feel like a man at home. When I'm out going out or something like that, and I have to keep my shoulders high, head on the swivel and all that, bro. I have to. I don't get just to be a natural man like I do get to be at home. Just
Right.
taking out the trash or screwing a wrench or something that I
You know
want to
what I'm
do in
saying?
my
Yeah,
household.
yeah.
When I'm out here, it's like you in a room full of men, and now you gotta try to express your dominance, and it can be overwhelming just being there. So I love being
Well, I'm
in my
glad
house.
I'm not the man to express dominance. But since Kay haven't spoke on
You don't
this,
never want to be a bitch, Mark.
you know what I'm saying?
What we gotta do to
I'm
keep you
just
happy?
saying. I
Okay, what we gotta do to keep you
All
happy?
right, so-
and just still be the man. I ain't gotta express
Yeah.
nothing.
So I watched the clip, and
Right.
what he was basically saying, Dion is saying is, hey, it's so easy for us to lose our significant other, like Reese said, based on outer stuff, right? Like
Mhm.
you go out in a club, you see somebody with bigger tits, bigger butt, better body.
Yeah.
When all you got to do is encourage your person at home to go to the gym.
Now,
Oh,
you
you
can't
got-
get no ass from the gym. Y'all women stop lying.
No,
to
no,
you.
let me
Right,
finish.
You can.
Let me finish.
Not no
And
ass.
so
They-
what
they
I'm
can sit up
saying is
better.
that, like he said, it's so easy for men to lust what they don't have when they really have it right there
You
in
ain't
their
got-
home.
No,
Hold
the
on,
body's
let me
okay. The body's
finish,
different.
Rob.
All right.
Let me finish. So you can go to the gym. She may not have a video girl body, but a woman can go to the gym. There's a lot of people.
I hope you
and
in that
get
gym.
in shape. You know,
be in that
God
goddamn
didn't.
gym.
Nigga, before 15 years ago, people were still going. Women looked at just as good going out to the gym. But my point is, what he's saying is, learn is basically what he was trying to say is learn a female's love language,
Yeah,
right?
learn,
Like
yeah.
he said, when your woman comes home and say, "How was your day, honey?" What she's really saying is,
She wants you to do it to
I
her.
need for you to understand. I'm waiting for you to ask me how my day. I care about your day, but I'm asking you so I don't seem inconsiderate.
Right.
But whew, I can't wait
Listen,
until
listen.
you
I learned to
ask
listen a
me.
long time
You
ago.
gotta listen.
Gotta
And like
learn
you
to
said,
listen.
if a woman touch you on your shoulder, that means she wants you to touch her back.
I thought that meant
Right.
she wanted to give some of that head.
Hey, look, we got.
we got
Y'all
LL
would be
Cool
good.
E.
Hey, we got
Right.
a few more minutes, man, on the pod.
Let me run mine real quick.
Run it.
Everybody-
You ran it
Hey, Ronnie,
twice.
You
I got
know,
one
you
more
need to
thing.
shut
Go ahead,
up.
Ronnie.
We going good, man. Look, all I'm gonna say is real quick though, just love yours. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Because a lot of stuff that be out here, that shit just be for show.
Yeah.
And I realized that, and it took a couple of times for me to get knocked on my head to realize that just because it's show, it necessarily won't grow.
All right, J. Cole.
Hey, listen, I guess it ain't really, I put game on that, but it ain't a game. I'm going to skip to Jay-Z because we can go into that for too long, and we only got a few minutes.
Yeah, we
So,
gonna next it.
I want to just see what's the craziest of this right here, right? This been going viral. The minimum a man should send for a woman, right? I want y'all to pick
Send, like Cash App?
send Cash App, right? For her day or whatever you want to send. I want to see what's the crazy. I want everybody to go around and say what's the craziest. Breakfast, $50. Lunch, $80. Gas, $100. Brunch, $150. Dinner, $200. Nails, makeup, $250. Outfit, $300. Wig install, $400.
All right.
What?
Can I go first?
So wait. Before you go, I need a little clarity.
Clarity is like,
we dating or
But
what
she
we doing?
no, let's say you want to send your girl, because she was
Okay,
saying
she my
40.
girl,
She was
okay.
saying $40, nigga.
Dating
Send
or
it.
living
Tell me
together.
what she said.
Right,
Tell me what.
This where it come from. $40 ain't enough. If you gonna send some
Right.
money to your girl, this is the minimum.
Change.
Okay,
You
now
should
It
see
be
it.
$40. That's
$40
too much.
$40 enough.
That's
still with
what
me.
I'm saying. So which
$40
one?
get you a little head and pussy.
Do I need to run it back?
Run it
Damn.
back.
Breakfast $50.
Breakhouse?
Breakfast $50. Lunch $80. Gas $100. Brunch $150. Dinner $200. Nails makeup $250. Outfit $300. Wig and install $400. Which one is the craziest? Let's just run through. Which one you think
the
the craziest?
craziest?
Yeah, like the highest. Like you like, damn, that much for that. Like which one?
It'll probably be the breakfast. $50 for some fucking breakfast? It's crazy.
Man, all that
She
shit.
by
cra-
herself. You just sending your girl some money.
$50 for breakfast, crazy.
all that shit crazy.
Pick one. You got one.
I give $100 for gas.
The outfit, I'll pick. All that shit crazy, but if I had to zoom,
$300 for outfit.
that's crazy.
I would say $80 for lunch.
80
What
for
the
lunch.
hell you going to eat for lunch for $80?
But breakfast,
By
50.
yourself.
Breakfast your cheapest.
Come on, Mark, what you got?
Well, I would say, all of it makes sense to me. If your lady needs whatever it is that she needs. I sound like you two
sound like
niggas
Woods.
right now.
I'm about to say,
No,
sound like
nigga,
Woods.
it's all I've seen, especially the breakfast. $50 is what, nigga? McDonald's, you can stop and get
$100 for
chili.
gas for the week's not bad.
No,
though, bro.
it's not. But nigga, $50
That's
for
the most
breakfast
sensible.
is terrible.
Oh, that's hard.
But I wanted to sound like y'all for a second.
Well-
We good. I'm going with breakfast.
I think all of it when you look
Real
into
woman
it.
be happy with 40.
Hey, to be honest with
would.
y'all, I think all of it makes sense
If
to
she-
me.
if 40
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
She's
not.
not getting shellacked.
Raw, I'm
She
not
get
trying to,
shellacked.
bro. I'm
Right.
not trying to be like you guys, but it makes sense to me because let's just say you going to brunch. Brunch is different these days. You got the hookah, you got the drinks, you got mimosas,
Yeah.
you got.
What about
is a
You know,
tab.
she going with her girls.
150 is a tab.
Right.
She
What
want with her
about
girls.
breakfast, though,
No, I ain't
man?
gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you the most
That's why
player
I'm
shit.
thinking everything. When y'all said
I'm gonna
lunch,
tell you the most player
Reese,
shit. It's
who-
certain shit on that. Like
Who she
the
buying
most meaningful.
breakfast for
The
but
one-
she might go eat breakfast with her
The
girl. I
one
don't
that
know.
makes sense to most to me is gas, right? Because that lasts.
No,
a week.
gas
You feel
makes
the
sense.
But I'm
That's
gonna
a
say this,
week.
but to make you feel good, like as far as in your women like low key bragging to their home girls. You don't worry about paying girl. Fabian paid for our brunch $150. Nigga, now you got some cool points. Nigga, that $150 makes sense too.
That's why I say it all
Right.
makes sense when you
That's
look
true.
at. Cause I'm not thinking by yourself. Cause I'm thinking when a nigga sends somebody some money, hey, I'm going to have lunch with my girls. Nigga said, hey man, he go $80.
But the bad part
Boom.
is when you show up to one of their brunches, now they looking at when you gonna order your girl to get the drinks.
Well, that's no.
We ain't getting no.
That ain't-
No, that's what they did.
They ain't.
So you always look. I learned this. When I'm paying for my partner shit, I always let them know, hey, motherfucker, I'm paying at the end. So you're not gonna know why you ordering shit because I want you to treat. Oh no, I ain't gonna get that $20 drink.
I always get
Right.
a round of shots for everybody, and I'll be good.
Nah, I pay,
That's
when
what
it
I'm
comes
doing.
to tabs and
Right.
we out to eat, I pay at the end.
I ain't
So the
paying
nigga
nobody
he gonna
tab no
manage
more. I
money
done
out your
did enough of
profit.
that.
Can you
Pay
say
your own
which one
shit.
was the craziest for you?
The lunch for $80.
I think that's if you going out with your girl, you go eat, you have 2 drinks. Shit, I just,
Happy hour,
this
happy
is
hour.
Houston.
Before
Drinks
we
are
wrap it up.
self. Let's say you go to Boudreaux.
That's why I don't go to stuff no
Hold on,
more.
Wood.
I
So you
Raw.
need more than that,
Let's-
or you
look,
need
Kay.
that's,
No, I think that's good.
Let's say you
that's
go to
good.
Boudreaux.
It is good.
Okay, let's say you go to Boudreaux's.
Right.
The plate already 30, 25.
Ain't not in no brew draws, my nigga.
No, you saying pop it
No,
up?
If
Yeah,
you a
pop
girl
it up,
that's,
pop it up,
if
pop it
you're,
up, pop
if
it
you,
up,
pop it
this
up.
goes back to if you between the average size of 160 to 220,
Lord, hey, we gonna.
you only need $80, sis.
No, you don't. Them
Anything-
drinks 20, not unless you get it from the
Anything,
nigga at the bar.
You don't need all that sugar.
You don't need all that
Well,
shit.
no. I'm gonna tell this. I'm gonna tell this true story. This goes back to the hair one, right? So, true story. My fiance, I paid for her to get her hair done. She ain't like it. She tried to take it down, but I paid all that money for it. So she had to keep her hair up for a month. I didn't let her take it down because I paid all that money to get her hair done.
That makes sense.
Nah, I'm not forcing it.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I already gave you the money. It's on you. It's on you.
No, sir, I'm forcing that.
All right, guys.
Your 30th day is up,
Yeah.
my queen. You can take your hair down.
This is another great episode
Yes, sir.
of Shot O'Clock Podcast.
Boom, boom, boom.
Make sure that y'all subscribe. Make sure you follow. Make sure you comment. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend about us. You know what I'm saying? But Shot O'Clock Podcast, we out.
He would, baby.
Make